Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at Exodus chapters 16, 17, and 18. So we've met up with the Israelites. They have been through the Exodus event, leaving Egypt. They've been pursued by Pharaoh and his armies up against the Red Sea. God guided them by fire and cloud. He parted the Red Sea, let them walk across on dry ground, almost like a concrete sidewalk underwater. The water then crashed down after they went across, collapsing on top of Egypt's army. And now they're free, free-ish, to wander in the desert. And then they complain. God does all this stuff to protect them and to deliver them, and then they complain because they don't have clean water. All right, so water is a necessity, so God provides for that by letting them throw a piece of wood in the water. Now in chapter 16, we find the Israelites complaining and grumbling yet again. This time it's the lack of food in the wilderness. They're longing for some of the meals they used to have when they were in Egypt. They cry out and say, why didn't we just stay there? Because we could have had steak and baked potato and we got nothing here. Okay, that's kind of a Derek version, but you get the point. God's going to respond with grace. He provides quail in the evenings and this thing called manna, which is bread, every morning. The people are told to gather only enough for each day, but on the sixth day, what we would call Saturday, they gather in double portions, so they have enough for the Sabbath, what we would call Sunday. Many obey, some don't. Some try to hoard the food for themselves, and then it gets all nasty, rotting and maggots and all the weird stuff, so we'll just bypass that one. Chapter 17, the Israelites face a shortage of water in a place called Rephidim. And once again, what do? Yep, you got it. They complain. God instructs Moses to strike a rock at a place called Horeb, and immediately water miraculously flows from the rock. That place is named Massa and Meribah because of their testing and their quarreling while they were there. That's what those words mean, by the way. Later, a group called the Amalekites attack. But under Moses' leadership, Israel is able to prevail. Now, as long as Moses holds up his hands, Israel wins. But when he grows tired, his hands sink and they begin to lose. Aaron and Hur support him in victory so that they can secure this victory. They help hold his hands up, right? And so Moses builds an altar, calling it, "The Lord is my banner," the one who protects us in our trouble. Chapter 16, Moses is reunited with his father-in-law Jethro, who praises God for delivering Israel. Observing Moses' heavy burden of judging disputes among the people, Jethro gives him the advice of delegating this responsibility by having some leaders to handle minor cases, allowing Moses to focus on matters of spiritual leadership. These chapters remind us that God faithfully provides for our physical and our spiritual needs, even when we are undeserving. That's it for today. Be well, friends.